One thing I've been wondering ever since the new Metro gameplay trailer dropped is whether we're getting military grade rounds back. For anyone who started with Exodus or just doesn't remember, back in Metro 2033 and Last Light, military grade rounds weren't just another ammo type, they were literally the currency. You could spend them at merchants, but if things got bad enough, you could also load them into your weapon and fire incendiary rounds. That was always one of my favorite mechanics in the series because every shot actually meant something, and honestly the whole merchant system was something I really enjoyed as well. Then Exodus came around and understandably got rid of the system. We were no longer living in the metro, traveling between different regions, different settlements and different groups of people, so having one universal currency didn't make much sense, and instead the game focused more on crafting and resources. But now we're heading back to Moscow, back to the tunnels where it all started. And after the gameplay trailer, I've seen quite a few people wondering if military grade rounds could make a return. The reason people are saying this is because we can see the player using incendiary ammunition against one of the new mutants. But before everyone gets too excited, this doesn't automatically mean military grade rounds are back. Exodus already had a special ammunition and incendiary rounds that could be crafted, so just seeing fire rounds in the trailer isn't really proof of anything. Still, it's an interesting discussion. If this game really is taking us back to the metro, the merchants returning would make a lot of sense, and would add a huge part of the atmosphere, at least in my opinion. Although with everything changing inside the metro, especially with the old faction system seemingly gone, things could end up being very different this time around. But if merchants do come back, then the question becomes, what currency are we using? Do they bring back military grade rounds, do they create something completely new, or do they stick with the Exodus style crafting system and remove currency altogether? Of course, right now we're mostly speculating based on a few seconds of gameplay footage, but it's definitely something I'll be keeping an eye on as we see more of the game. But let me know what you think. Would you want the military grade rounds to return, or would you rather keep the crafting system from Exodus?